There is a motion to declare the existence of probable cause in the Sabalia complaint. Is there any motion, any second?
Second, Madam Chair.
The same has been seconded. Is there any objection? There is no objection. I understand that this is a unanimous vote, but nevertheless, for accuracy of our record, may we request the justice members to raise their right hands. For those who are voting in favor of the existence of probable cause in the Sabalia complaint, please raise your right hand.
Marcos.
You may put down your hands. For the record, nobody registered an objection. And in accordance with our rules, that means that the motion is approved by unanimous vote. Nevertheless, for purposes of our records, let me place on the record that there are 53 justice members confirming their support in the motion to declare the existence of probable cause in the Sabalia complaint. So ruled. May we solicit the motion for the Cabrera impeachment complaint.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Franz Legaspi is recognized again.
furthermore, Madam Chair, I move to determine the probable cause for the second impeachment complaint, the Cabrera complaint. Thank you, Madam Chair.
There is a motion to declare the existence of probable cause in the Cabrera impeachment complaint. Do I hear a second? The same has been seconded. Is there any objection? Again, there is no objection. And pursuant to our rules, this means that the motion is approved by unanimous vote. Again, with the indulgence of the members, for purposes of our record, may we request the members who are present supporting the motion raised by the Honorable Franz Legaspi to raise their right hand. You may now put down your hands. Again, pursuant to our rules, nobody registered an objection to the motion for the declaration of the existence of probable cause in the Cabrera impeachment complaint. That means that the motion is approved by unanimous vote. Nevertheless, let it be placed on record that 53 justice members physically present confirm their support to the motion by raising their hands. So ruled. That concludes our voting. And the chair pronounces that the existence of probable cause has been declared with respect to both the Sabalia complaint and the Cabrera complaint. With that, we direct the committee to prepare the necessary committee report along with the resolution.
Madam Chair.
The Honorable De Lima.
Yes, Madam Chair. There's another matter. Before that directive of the Honorable Chair to the committee secretariat, with respect to the transmittal of the records of this committee to the plenary, meron po akong isa pang motion na gagawin. I respectfully move that the two verified impeachment complaints, the Sabalia et al. And the Cabrera complaints, be consolidated. Let me further explain briefly. Pursuant to Rule 3, Section 9 of the House Rules of Procedure in Impeachment Proceedings, this honorable committee has already determined unanimously that probable cause exists in both complaints. At this stage, malinaw ang proseso. The committee must submit a resolution setting forth the articles of impeachment for consideration ng House of Representatives in plenary, kung saan kinakailangan ng boto ng at least 1/3 of all members bago ito ma-approve at ma-endorse sa Senado. Precisely for this reason, kailangan malinaw, buo, at magkakaugnay ang mga artikulo ng impeachment. Madam Chair, alam na po natin ito. Both complaints are anchored in the same constitutional grounds under Article 11, Section 2 of the 1987 Philippine Constitution, and arise from the same sets or series of acts katulad ng maling paggamit ng confidential funds na nagbubunga ng graft and corruption, panunuhol, posibleng malversation, pagkakaroon ng hindi maipaliwanag at tagong yaman na may kaugnay sa paglabag sa mga obligasyong konstitusyonal at iba pang mga gawain, pananalita at asal na maaring ituring na high crimes at malinaw na paglabag sa tiwala ng publiko o betrayal of public trust. Both impeachment complaints rely on substantially the same evidence and witnesses, and taken together establish the same impeachable offenses allegedly committed by the respondent. Pinapayagan po ng ating mga korte ang consolidation ng mga kaso sa ilalim ng same evidence rule doctrine. Several cases have actually enunciated that doctrine. Kasama na po yung kaso ng PNB versus Gutesco, Tian Ming Development, GR number 183-211, June 5, 2009. Consolidating the two complaints for the purpose of preparing the articles of impeachment will prevent duplication of the work of this committee, managing the risks of confusion, inconsistency, and dilution of the charges when subjected to the constitutional threshold of a 1/3 vote of all members of the House. Malaking tulong po sa mas maayos at episyenteng pagsulong ng proseso kung may isang malinaw, unified, at comprehensive na presentasyon ng mga charges and findings. Consolidation, therefore, I submit, Madam Chair, is not just procedural convenience. It is an institutional necessity. Itong magtitiyak ng consistency, clarity, at higit na kredibilidad ng proseso at magbibigay sa buong Kamara ng isang solid at coherent basis para magpasya. Accordingly, Madam Chair, dear colleagues, I most respectfully move that the two verified impeachment complaints be consolidated and reported to the House as a single integrated set of articles of impeachment, faithfully reflecting the totality of the findings and evidence adduced in both complaints to enable the House as plenary to deliberate and act with coherence, efficiency, and full clarity on the question of accountability of the second highest official of the land. Maraming salamat po. I so move.
There is a motion to consolidate the grounds in the Sabalia complaint and Cabrera complaint under one articles of impeachment. Do I hear a second?
Second, Madam Chair.
The same has been seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is granted. With that, we direct the committee secretary. No, we direct the committee to prepare the committee report along with the resolution and the articles of impeachment. We further direct the committee to transmit the same to the complainant, the respondent vice president, and the Justice members. The Chair likewise announces the continuation of hearing on May 4, 2026, 10 o'clock in the morning at People's Center. Let this announcement be the notice to the Justice members. The Chair directs the COMSEC to send notice to complainant and the respondent Vice President for our hearing on May 4, 2026. If there are no other matters to discuss, the Chair is ready to hear the necessary motion.
Madam Chair,
The Honorable Percy Sendanya.
Madam Chair, I move to suspend.
There's a motion to suspend. The same has been seconded. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the hearing is suspended until May 4, 2026.
Adjourn.